Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back to our Friday stream. Today is our very special yearly Valentine's Day dating sim day. It me, and also look at the pretty lights in the background. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. The start of stream has been very stressful because I was getting off of work, and then for some reason my laptop didn't, wasn't booting up, so I think it did like an update or some shit. And then OBS like wasn't connecting to the Elgato, and then the fucking game needed to download .net. It's been a whole fucking time over here of me just stressing, and then it wasn't like figuring out that my microphone was plugged in. I don't know. It was like a first day of streaming type shit. But more importantly, more fun is that Marine subscribed for another month using his young Twitch Prime. Which means he chose Travel Earth. Well, he wanted Warheads, but it's been a while. Oh, are mine? There we go. There we go. Okay, okay. Hold up. Please hold. I'm just not in it today, man. I'm just all over the place. OBS is garbage tier software. Hey, at least that worked. All right, let's swap over to. Spoke too soon. Oh, that keyboard's not even fucking connected. That's also the problem with this setup is that because we were doing the Dark Souls 1 randomizer on the PC with a controller, my keyboard is chilling over here, but the keyboard is plugged into the computer so that I can, put in a pin and everything. But anyways, we're in our favorite region of fucking Western Africa that I should know by now, and I really fucking don't. So this is gonna be brutal. What about a sub option for entire victory royals? You're right. You're right. We should have that. I need to figure that out. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Um, okay. So I feel like the countries that okay. So we have like uh, how far over is Gabon is the problem. Gabon? It's probably not Gabon. Because we have like other things that are like I think this is on like that bottom part. Like there's a bunch of small countries like here, but I think we're far enough over to where we start getting to some countries of size. Um, let's where should we start? I wanna start with some big ones that may be connected. So let's go. I think Libya's further north. God damn it, that keyboard's not connected. Sorry, we gotta we gotta type on the actual laptop. Okay, so Libya's too far up. We need a more direct route here. So what is south of Libya? Um, I don't. Is Chad further this way? Chad is somewhere around here, I believe. I'm uh, I'm gonna shoot my shot. I almost typed on the other keyboard again. Okay, cool. On the path. Hey, how's it going, Anna? We're doing Travel Earth right now because Marine subbed for another month. So we gotta get between Eritrea and Gabon. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. Okay, so east of Chad, is that, um, hmm. Basically the game is that you have to name all the countries between the two countries that they give you, in order to get like a perfect. But yeah, there are also like, a version where you just need to go between like United States, states and stuff like that. but we're doing the travel one, the countries one. Let's go. Let's think. I think it's one of the Congos. I'm gonna go Congo. I think it's this one. I think the Democratic Republic of the Congo is a little further south and a little bit smaller. Fuck! All right, let's try the Democratic. Oh no, we went further. Okay, well, that's good to know. All right, let's get some country outlines in here. Fuck, that's a really identifiable shape. Hmm. I don't think it's Ethiopia, but or is it Kenya? One of those two is really round. I'm gonna go Ethiopia. Because I think Kenya's a little further east. Let's go. Wait, what's my next country then? Why doesn't it... Okay, just, we need the country that's between these two. What is that? Yeah, I'm not that good at geography either. Like, I know of the general location of things, but doing it exact like this is crazy. It's entirely accurate. Let's get some more. Fuck me. I don't know. I know that one's Egypt. This is Somalia. Um. mm, 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 mm. Mm. Oh, this was further down than I thought. I thought Gabon was like here. I thought it was like this one, like ending. Shit balls, man. And is this one? Fuck. One of these two, I think, is like Rwanda. Um. Damn, I feel like I should really know this. I don't know. What do we got here? I feel like it's an S. Ah, God, I typed on the wrong thing again. Classic. Let's try Somaliland. Fuck, wrong way. Let's get some letters. Let's get some initials in here. SS. God damn it. I think we want this one. No, that's not connected. Oh, there's Kenya. Wow, I'm drawing a complete blank. Car. Why am I blanking on what this is? I feel like I should... Oh, this is Sudan. This is South Sudan. There we go. There we go. My brain works sometimes. Yay! I mean, I feel like this continent is also my weakness, but then we see me operate in Eastern Europe, and I'm fucked up there. I think Asia, I'm okay at. Let's see our results here. +4. Garbage. All right, let's get back at it. Let's get to the actual games, shall we? Oh, I didn't make it full cam before I did that. No, no, that's Sudan. Thank you for the sub again, man. I appreciate you. If we did the States one, we would cook. So, today, what we are playing... No, you're Sudan! We're all Sudan. We're all four-door sedans. Today, what we are playing is a very special game that came out in, I think, like 2016, 2017. Is it entirely a ad for KFC? Yes. But does it also have anime boy Colonel Sanders? Yes. So, is it perfect? Yes. We're just gonna run through a new game. I expect this to take like roughly an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, because like reading it will slow us down. But yeah, I've played through it once or twice back in the day, but it's been a very long time. Oh, it's loud. Let's turn that down a little bit. I don't think there's any voice acting if I remember correctly. Okay, let's... Alright, that's much better. Also, I love the... Oh, what's our name? What's our name? Chef! Alright, we're Carmi. We're Carmi. It's already calling us Chef. Oh, this... I got used to typing on this keyboard. Now I need to type with this keyboard. I'm a mess today, man. That's so punchy. Oh, look at those biscuits and drumsticks. It's perfect. You see... Already can't talk. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you can wake up now! 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 Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Alright, are we smacking that clock? Oh, also, this poster is incredible. Is this BTS or something? I don't know what that's supposed to be. We're gonna throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. That feels like a fun answer. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime offer. I already fucked it up. We slept through our once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Whoopsie. Game over. I don't know if I've ever picked that option before. Let's try again. This game's already perfect. Alright, I'm not gonna reread the text box, if that's cool. Oh no, a bot. Deny. The end. Stream's over. Yeah. Alarm clock. Smack that clock. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously. I think we should daydream a bit. Or is this just trying to make us late? I think we should daydream a bit. It's here, finally! Your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare. So many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities. When you realize you're running late, you grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. That's the same sound I make when I eat biscuits, man. Mmm, delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Yikes! You're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Why is it so long? What is, like, U-C-S-A-L? Oxal? I hate it. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Not the boo! Good morning, Carmi. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am, excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Perfect. Anime girl crying there. Classic Miriam, raised by Master Chef parents. She's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box. What the fuck, dude? It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. This may take 3 hours because I can't keep it together. But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth. Practicing on a mannequin? Where's the chipped tooth then? Low quality game, man. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? I think in this situation, with all that we know about our characters, we would pep talk her. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares. I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower, and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. We've made the right choice. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? Yeah, they're not even, lady. Also, she's got like the Mandark M going on. You can definitely... Fantastic. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Is that what you take to culinary school with you? The Mandark special. You ever walk into a sports clip and you're like, hit me with that Mandark? Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shit. Chat, we gotta use the chicken shins. That's fucked up. You leave Carmi's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Why is her tongue out? Or is her mouth just like... How do you do that? That's gotta be something. If anyone here knows what perfect shins looks like, it's us? What's an ideal shin look like? We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Mon. Wait, is it Van the Man? Or Van the Mon? Or Van the Man? Anyways, that guy, Van, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. Oh, it's probably Van then, like vain or vanity. We're learning. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles. Homie's just standing there flexing his cheeks, and you're like, yeah, those are some good cheeks. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van? You rang. Alright, let's see those rockin' glutes, dog. What? Oh, Lord. The sluttiest thing you can wear to culinary school on the first day is an apron without an undershirt, man. I swear to fucking God. That's some fucking ham on that bone, dude. Look at that shit. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Also, does she have chicken legs on her tights? That's a choice. And it's not, like, matching either. Unless it's on, like, that. I don't know. That's weird. I think she put them on wrong. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. Oh, man. It's so good that the sound keeps going. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid. That's accurate. Pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Bro, they're doing this guy so dirty. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Carmi, so... Are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope! And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? Homie literally, like, shot his pants. Well, we met him. I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of class. Adorable. His name is Sprinkles. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. He's perfect. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Whoa. What? A cute dog is our professor. This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. You know who's coming next. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. It's him. Oh no, I'm in the way. Hold on. You guys gotta see him. This is our first time seeing him. Please hold while I figure out some quick... There we go. Look at that guy. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Alright, we're gonna cover him back up though. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! It's... If it isn't my favorite student, Holland! Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. Now we're Ashley. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweatsalon. Got my ass, dude. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. Dude, Miriam is ride or die. She's gonna fight for us. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Carmi sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Okay. Are we gonna kiss him? Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. It's I love you, Colonel Sanders, dude. It's perfect. It's both a dating sim and an ad for KFC. What more could you need in that game? Boy howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. It's perfect, Nightmare. It's perfect. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you? About how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? We gotta take his handkerchief, right? That's like a token of his love already. And otherwise, we're just gonna be like dripping on our desks and Ashley is gonna bully us? Ain't no way. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful you hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it for you, Donovan. You just have to tag along for the ride. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. I swear to God, if it's fucking Bob again. What the fuck? Who the fuck in the default me is this? Hi guys. Sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue, you're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? Isn't this our first day? Why is he... I have so many questions. Was he held back in the 3-day course? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. That's why we got a game over when we slept in. That makes sense. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Is he a dishwasher? No. Is he a pressure cooker? It looks like a pressure cooker. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. What is this pose, man? Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. Wait, hasn't he been in the classroom the whole time? Oh, walks. Okay, walks in the... Okay. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart, but tough, is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? So theoretically, we have all 3 of these in our pocket currently, And we need to give one to our boy here. I am leaning towards the chicken snack because we are playing the KFC game. Does that make sense? I feel like the rubber ball is insulting. And then we have to choose between beef and chicken. So I'm leaning chicken. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for new star student. We bribed the teacher. Interaction 1. We got his ass. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. That's foul. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them. I told you. We had them all in our pocket. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. Gotta stay strapped, chat. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Oh! Hey, Carmi! There's still a seat here! It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. Do we sit by the Colonel, or do we stay loyal to our girl Miriam? I feel like we should sit by Colonel Sanders. We gotta give him back his handkerchief, right? And also, he smells like fried chicken. Why does this sound so loud? Or should we toss a coin? Here, I'll toss a coin. Heads is Sanders. Heads is Sanders. And tails is Miriam. Flip a coin game. Heads. I don't know if the phone will focus. There we go. We gotta. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. Why is he like... hold on. Let me hide myself again so you guys can see his waxing poetic stance. What is this man doing? That's so inspiring. A little off topic, if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz! Yay! A quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Wash your hands, chat. That's the moral of the story. Forest is to tree as chicken is to... Huh? Night vision, guy. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork. That's what you gotta eat the KFC famous bowl with. What food is best for a broken heart? I think they want us to... Longest is correct in multiple choice exams, right, chat? I think that's what we're going for. This is good. This is a good answer. Yay! He's the best boy. Oh, when you see your answer on the board. We killed it. We killed the chat. Wow, be honest, did you cheat? We went too fast. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you. Tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. As far as I know, this is genuinely an officially licensed KFC product. Like, how else are you going to use the Colonel's likeness like this, you know? Hot diggity, Kami, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! We're like halfway through the first day. This is going fine. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, Dude, do they got beef? It's about lunch. Everyone cheese. But Shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy, golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw! Nah, my dude, nah. Lines! I thought I was ready. I thought I was prepared for the rest of this game, but I guess I'm not. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him! He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick bird. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just, like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. I think we should try to figure out what's in Colonel Sanders' heart. since this is a Valentine's Day stream anyways. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. We're approaching our boy. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Haha! How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. His staff is incredible. Again, I'm blocking it a little bit. So, hold up. I missed. Look at that thing. Perfect. It's just you and me here. Oh, it's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. Oh, fuck. You're so right, Breeder. I knew there was something I forgot. Hold on. I'll be back. I'll actually go get one. I have a Batman one. Hold on. Alright, oh, you can't, you can barely see it, dude. Wait, here. Look, we got legs. My mom got me this for Christmas, like, a long-ass time ago. I hope you're satisfied. Alright, back to Mr. Colonel Sanders. He's clearly not gonna give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. There's one ingredient, but you can't tell. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Oh, wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Yeah, we're mixing up... I don't know. I mean, there has to have been a Batman KFC crossover at some point, right? Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Should we neg him to show our own strength? Or wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up? I think we should be modest but thoughtful. I feel like that's what the Colonel would like. We definitely shouldn't neg him, because that's emotional manipulation. We flush! Show him those big old mommy milkers, dude. I don't know. Do we think he needs an additional ingredient, or... I don't know. Let's... You know what? Let's spice things up. That's what the additional ingredient is. You know, about that, I was thinking about your secret recipe. I don't doubt it. It has a way of leaving an impression on all who taste it. You decide to show them that you also know a thing or two about blowing minds with new flavors. I actually had some thoughts on how you could improve it. Improve it? You want to change my secret recipe? And you think you can do better? Have you ever heard of habanero peppers? Heard of them? I tend an entire garden of chili pepper varieties. Habanero, poblano, cayenne, but that's not the point. You can't just toss new ingredients into my secret recipe and expect it to improve it. A recipe is about balance. It involves careful consideration and refinement. I didn't mean to... Let this be the last time you improvise on my recipes, Kami. I'm headed back to class for the next lesson. Fuck! We fucked up. That certainly didn't go as planned. You better head back inside, but you wait a moment so that Colonel Sanders doesn't think you're desperately chasing after him. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. This looks like the fucking Iron Chef kitchen. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no. We have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're gonna earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, Kami. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boop zzz. Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? She has a crush on Bob, right? So we should go with Bob. Also, I don't like what Clank is doing with his face right now. That is not pleasant. Sorry, Clank, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Pop today. Pop gives a big smile as he steps up to the same station as Miriam. I'm a chef! He holds up a banana and without peeling it, proudly eats the entire thing. It's disconcerting, but Miriam is too kind to act grossed out. I love your enthusiasm, Pop. She looks at you like, really? This kid? Girl, you were like, he's kinda cute when he was trying to push open a fucking window. But it's too late to change your choice now. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, you're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. This is where he's gonna get the idea to also do mashed potatoes and gravy besides fried chicken for his restaurant. Watch. I think he's genuinely falling in love with us. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy! I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes! No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your business, bitch. Sanders' heart is my business. And you better keep your fingers off of my man. Bro, it's been like 4 hours, maybe. Alright. We got extra music, which I kind of like. Did someone call for me? Ugh, no, jeez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Carmi's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Howdy there, Ashley, Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Carmi was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Heh, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. Did Van just get murdered? But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Do we have to... I feel like Miriam knows the situation with Ashley better, right? You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them. I actually think Ashley and Van were just leaving you in the dust vis-a-vis my skills as a chef. Perhaps, but stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Kami is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful, white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth, brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Damn, Colonel Sanders, why are you looking at us like that? Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Bro, KFC is famous for using sporks. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Why the fuck did he say that? Was he saying that he loved the spork and he had to tell himself that he had to let it go? God damn. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up when you see Ashley with a sinister look. You know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the spork full of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? They talk about that when they introduce her, actually. Because it says that, like, your character knows that her name is actually spelled Ashley, and she just wanted to add more letters. Hold on, right there, Carmi. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes face? This is a very 2017 coded game. Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. What the fuck is that? Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. It's actually kind of sick. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. The student's gonna shit himself. Too late, it's been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. Just instant death. Oh, we killed the default me immediately. Everyone, step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Sorry. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They're as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark. More than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. What neon glow, dog? What are you talking about? Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, call me. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Ah, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes, floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. Why is he hitting like a JoJo's? I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. True. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. JoJo's is always massive. We should have a JoJo's watch party one day. How dare you threaten me? Just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another shaft on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me. Because I'm a monster. See? He's rhyming on purpose, or is it just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Attack! Which attack will you use? Cook with love! 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you! I take 1 damage. I think we should attack again. Okay. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? We're gonna defend now. Trepidation? You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening. This is not happening." Spork Monster is no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utilitensile. You take 2 damage from... I defended! What are you talking about? If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. I feel like... Do we attack again? It's gotta... We gotta... cook them, right? Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder if he's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, the Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast, long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. Oh. Well, that feels like spoilers, not even foreshadowing. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. I feel like we should remember that. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Is Colonel Sanders in our room right now? The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. What if he just, like, fucking smothers you? Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, It's probably just because he's already trusts you so much. Why do we have pearls just, like, on our desk? That seems weird. That seems like a weird item to keep on your desk. Like, on a dresser, sure. But on your desk is weird, right? Anyways, it's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I feel like I did in college at one point. My bed was, like, right under my window. Anime as fuck. But then I eventually moved it to the other side and then put my desk under the window. Where do you put your bed? I think I might like Pop. Fucking knew it. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Why does he know so much about Colonel Sanders? Hey, yo. The hardest slide I've ever seen. I'm not saying it's not working, though. Did you know that Colonel Sanders enlisted in the army when he was only 3? Not only that, but he found a special unit of super soldiers who all wear the same hats just because he put a hat on one time and thought it looked cool. But Colonel Sanders doesn't even wear a hat. He wears a ribbon tie. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, you're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you? I guess. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Homegirl just put drugs in her food. Whatever, anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, 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 please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret secret or share it with your bestie. We're making up a fake ingredient. That's not our secret to tell others. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was Eye of Newt. I know. Sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Jeez Louise. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. I think we stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. I'm Carmi. I'm just like Carmi. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Carmi just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? We'll tell him to stop being immature. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary schools. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. How do you not notice that? That is a human being, like, taped to the wall, assumedly. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Plank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts! You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. What? Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor. But he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review... Whoa, jeez, I'm crammity. We'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. Wait, did you guys see the new game from the State of Play where you play as a giant beefcake of a fucking chicken? It's like a fucking Dynasty Warriors type game. Also, trailer for the new Dead or Alive, so funny. They like spend 5 minutes being like, oh, we're re-releasing Dead or Alive 6 last round. It's gonna be free to play in June, and you'll get all the DLC characters or whatever. And then they're like, oh yeah, also here's a trailer for the new one. And then it's just like 2 hits to hype everyone up, and then it's just boops. Why are they like this? I have not seen the rest of the State of Play. I think the chicken guy was as far as I've made it so far. I think that was the furthest. The new Kana looks good though, and I didn't even play the first one. But yeah, the Castlevania is being developed by Dead Cells team, right? Guy, I don't know how many people develop Dead Cells. God damn it, Kupo. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I've only played Symphony of the Night, so I'm not a big, well, I've played Symphony of the Night and Lords of Shadow. Those are the only 2 Castlevanias that I've played. So I'm not well versed. But yeah, sounds cool. It's cool that they're making a new 2D one. I've never played one. I've only played Bloodstained. Oh, that's a not Metroid, or a not Castlevania game, right? Get going, bro! Also, I'm excited for the God of War trilogy, remaster, remake, whatever the fuck they're doing. Because I love OG God of War. So, we'll see. We might pick it up when it comes out. Very cool. Yeah. He left or something. Konami kind of like cooked yesterday, right? Because they also did Metal Gear Solid 4 remaster, remake, or whatever they're doing, which is coming with Peace Walker, and then something else, right? Like some sort of collection. I could be wrong. Alright, we gotta lock in. We're like halfway through day 2, and we're like halfway through stream. Yeah, they're on that Capcom. Well, Capcom is also like releasing a lot, right? Like they have Resi 9 and Pragmata coming out this year, right? And probably something else that I don't know about. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Carby. Naturally, this appears to you to be a simple platter. A sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A glass of water? Oh, yeah. I forgot about Monster Hunter Stories. I've never played any of those games. But they're good, right? Like, I think I've heard good things about it. All 2 of them. But isn't there a demo or something? Or the 3rd one just came out? I thought people were enjoying the 3rd one, too. Alright, we're gonna go glass of water. I feel like this is gonna make me sweat, and then he's gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing eating a dog biscuit? You grab the glass of water and gulp it down. It's cool and crisp, like the purest snow melted by a mountain spring. Hey, that was mine! It was from my favorite toilet. You owe me $6. And you've got excellent taste. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. What? I played Monster Hunter Worlds on PS4, and I liked it a lot. It's very fun. I think you just gotta, I don't know, like whacking big monsters, I guess. It's just slower, I think. But I think it's fun. Alright. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Oh, step up and tell them you're on. That's what we're doing. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Kami. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Dude, what? Is it just me? Maybe it's the glasses and how far he wears them down on his nose. But he's kind of giving Alton Brown. Is anyone else feeling that? Wait, back up. Kubo. You're on PC. There's no crossplay. You don't know Alton Brown? Hold up. Please hold. Alton. Here, I'll just... Oh. Brother. Then why haven't we played? I thought we were supposed to play with fucking Bubba. I don't know. I've got Peak now too. So whenever we're gonna... Let me know. With Bubba? Yeah. So when I messaged Bubba that I had gotten everything set up, he's like, so when we peeking? And so I assumed that just meant that he had it already. And Kubo. Yes, that guy. Yeah. Have you... I am aware. I am aggressively aware. I have watched a non-zero amount of fucking... Oh, shit. I'm forgetting what the name of the show is. I thought it was just called Sabotage. So, I grew up watching Alton Brown. I watched a lot of Food Network when I was, like, 9 to, like, 12, maybe 13 even. Not that the specific number matters, but like that period of my life, you know, like, I don't know, prepubescent to early teens. So yeah, it was a good time. But so I was familiar with Alton Brown from that, and then, you know, like clearly he got his own shows, like the Sabotage or whatever. I can't remember what it is. That was a little bit after I was, like, my mom was still watching Food Network a lot at that point, but I wasn't watching. But he used to have, like, I can't remember the name of the show. It was like Unwrapped or something like that. But it was like really educational about like where food was like made and stuff. Let me see. Sorry, now I'm going down a fucking ah man, we're talking about Food Network here. Hold on. Welcome in, hold on. Oh, Cutthroat Kitchen is the sabotage one. Good Eats, I remember watching. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. I thought he had one called like Unwrapped or something. But welcome in, Raiders. Normally I'm not sitting here on my phone looking up Alton Brown. But I'm JonBotjovi, a variety streamer. I am currently wearing an apron because we are playing the Colonel Sanders dating sim game. We play a lot of variety games here, and also a lot of Souls-likes. Right now we are playing Dark Souls 1 randomizer on Sundays, and Hollow Knight on our weekday streams. And that's been fun. I've been dragging it out, but for our special Valentine's Day stream, we are doing a playthrough of I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a game from like 2016, 2017 that's a dating sim where you know, try to woo Colonel Sanders, more or less. So we'll get back to it now that we're done talking about Alton Brown. If you like the vibes, if you like the goofiness, if you like the apron, drop a follow. We're chilling. Brooke! Oh man, Hornet throwing it back is crazy, but that second emote is even crazier, my guy. So we tried, Em and I tried to make one where like the frog from like my profile picture was like licking, and Twitch said no. It was crazy. They were like, that's too horny for us. So I don't know how homie got away with that. She is throwing it back, dude. Like, yeah, our emote was less horny than that, Kupo. Anyways, let's get back to falling in love with Colonel Sanders. Also, Raiders, just so you know what our boy looks like here, take a look-see. Look at him. Hot anime boy, Colonel Sanders. Alright, anyways, just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely, he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sports... A sports scene? I don't like that. Not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least, not until we turn on the timer! Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, Timer ready! That's what I'm talking about. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. Sleep tight, Mav. I appreciate you raiding in and hanging out for at least to see this. Enjoy your evening and sweet, sweet dreams. I will defeat you myself. Oh, did I double click there? You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? 100 degrees C? That's right, but how would you have even gotten into this school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many of the 11? That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? What? Trust? No! I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. What was it? Is it what is the best state of mind for cooking? I don't even know what the question was anymore. I'm so stressed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. So where does it come from? A small town where dreams are born. That's right. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling? Silence? Let's go! When they taste your cooking, they will be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Carby. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome. Except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. All you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy? No! No! You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. They're all me and Colonel Sanders. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? We're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Carmy does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Carmy, no! Jesus Christ! The sound of that. But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two, on account of Carmy's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Carmy to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate, hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you, hee. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. We gotta internalize, right? Like, if we butt in here, something bad's gonna happen. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Bro! We made what was logical, the logical choice in my opinion. And they were like, nah, you dummy. You fucking cooked it. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. God damn. So dramatic. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. Excuse me, dude? What does that mean? I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths, and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard, and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was due to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster. Borko? It is I! I know I said I wouldn't be back, but after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you. Hold on. Throat is starting to hurt. I know what it's like, having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Ah, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spoke monster you to see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. That man does not look... Oh wait, what is this? I don't know what that means. I don't want to click it, I'm scared. Magic spellbook. Precisely. I'd procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and you shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Call me. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss. We're going to his home? A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. But it sounds like you're about to find out. This chicken statue's so good, man. Also, the fact that in his baby photo, he has a goatee. Perfect. I want to... This is the second time we've seen a camel, like, or a camel reference has been made in this game. So I feel like I need to learn some lore about KFC. What's with the camels? Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting... Oh, wait, whoops. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? We're sharing it, bro. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to that last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize now that would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. I want to know more about the camel. We're going to learn more about the camel. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Alright, I see you How I Met Your Mother reference. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. Tap on an item, discover... Okay. Oh, this is going to be like a fried chicken candle, isn't it? A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood? Floating in a lake? Summer of 69? Nice. No. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh, the lake. The lake. Wait, what is this? This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. I didn't realize that was a safe. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? This door just opened. I'm not gonna lie, the 67 took me a second. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. I don't know why I read that every time. Should we go for the door? Nah, let's do the lake. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up.
Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death?
Wait, what?
I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something?
You open the window a crack, and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. Has he been following us around? I guess we take a look at the door. Or should we look at the urn? I don't know. I feel like the door... Like, I don't want him to come back and be like, you're snooping through my shit, you know? But also, we gotta know. We gotta know. You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty. But when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. Alright, I want to know what this is. It looks like a comb. Oh, is it for his goatee? A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. So, our man's hair is actually silver. Delightful, delightful. Alright, I think the only way... I think, since he hasn't come back, that this is the last thing. So let's just do everything else. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks. No, they fucking don't! What do you mean? Welcome in, Em. You've missed so much. And appear to be cheersing them. No, the fuck they aren't! They're doing no such thing! You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Can't believe the game would just lie to me like that, man. See, this is holding a drumstick. He's not cheersing it, but he's holding it. That's for damn certain. We are not... I don't think we're getting catfished. But you gotta stick around to see the whole thing. An adorable little baby boy crawls... I'm gonna crash out, man. I'm gonna fucking crash out. He's not crawling across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. See, that is accurate. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? I mean, listen. If you are making a company, and you're just kind of like... Well, I don't think he really soloed it, right? Like, he stole his recipe or whatever. Whatever. You're making your own company. Put your fucking face on that shit. Don't do some dumbass logo. Just... your face. I sit here, I say that as I don't even have my face as the face of my channel. I believe you, breeder. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. Why are you trying it? Chat. If you are going over to someone's home that you are romantically interested in, while they are off doing something else, do not try to try on their clothes. Ask for permission first at the very least. It's classic anime girl behavior. Are anime girls famous for just putting on romantic love interests' clothes? I was not familiar with their creepy game. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is.
Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. Try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Aw, crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off. Nope, we are not gonna make a big move. Oh. Jesus Christ, my guy. What kind of anime you watching? That we have feelings for him, I assume. Okay, I feel like that's the move. We're not gonna lie to him. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. I might be developing feelings for you too. But I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Kami? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night, drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Perfect. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, it isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Take him down a peg. Ain't no way. Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. I assume on the couch, right? Or do you think we, like, crawled into his closet late at night? There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, waits for no one. I really don't get whatever the joke is with that, because I hate that name so much. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been so desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date! I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him you'd better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little guy. Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house. What is a shush house? I don't like that. But things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say shush house? As if that's a thing people just say? What is she even referring to? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her. whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. I think so. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. That was, I don't know, that felt really weird. Like, word-wise. I don't know how else to say that. My brain is getting melted, man. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. Excuse you? You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Carmi, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident. How was I supposed to get out of the mixer situation, by the way? Does anyone know? Is anyone a fucking I love you Colonel Sanders lorehead that would just know that I needed to just answer the questions? Anyways, the mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are get close to a boil. Oh, wait, what? As it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Carmi, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Kami, I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of foods. See you inside, Kami. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. We've had the book for 2 days. We picked it up at the end of the first day. Whoa! That's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire, like a book of spells? I don't know. Who spent so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like, anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. This is drastic. But desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. I feel like if we cast the forbidden spell, we wash away all of our hard work. We gotta live with our pain. We gotta fight through it. We're not gonna do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on. but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. Is he about to get the fucking zoomies? His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. I think we should wait. I think he's just gonna have the zoomies. I don't think he's hungry. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for my outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Carmi, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. I told you to save it for after class, but I miss you. We went on one date, Pop. How can you miss me when I'm right here? Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam. Every time I blink, you go away again. That's a really cute thing to say. Miriam, what happened between you and Pop? I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me. I didn't just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in. It has been a day. Oh, a shush house is a museum. Oh, another good guess would have been a library. Pop, we went on one date. We're over. And it meant so much to me that I made this for you. What the fuck is that? Too hurt to go on arguing, Pop leaves his creation behind and runs out of the room. That's gonna become a big old monster. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. Do you bake, Jilly? Hey, welcome in, Ricky. How's it going, man? Welcome in, Dungeon Guard. We are playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders. It is a dating sim where we are trying to, you know, flirt with the old Colonel, Harlan Sanders. It's been a time. You just missed a piece of food, but it is mostly an ad for KFC. You should check it out. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Trademark. Other way. Sorry. Oh, I didn't give, God damn it. Oh shit, you're from Kentucky? That's crazy. What's it like? How was Minecraft? Are you still doing... You were doing a survival mod, right? I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Yes. We do. And God bless you. Excuse me, them?
we made, well, Colonel Sanders initially gave us a bucket of fried chicken, and then we made mashed potatoes and gravy together, which is not a euphemism. And then we shared our coleslaw with him, and then he made us a breakfast of fried chicken and biscuits. And we also broke our hand making biscuits. Because during the competition, we threw the dough into a mixer, and then everyone was like, "Oh, you gotta do that by hand." So instead of turning the mixer off, we just jammed our hand in there to, pull it out, and then just... It was a really meaty, like, sort of noise. It was awful. Kentucky is 2 cities and a whole lot of country and mountains. Minecraft's going good. Me and the wifey play our horror mod pack on Fridays. Oh, that's really cool. Also, congrats on being married. I'm sure it's probably been longer than I've known you, but congrats. Alright. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to success. Miriam brightens up, imagining the winds rushing through her short bangs. Also, she cut her bangs herself. We talked about it at the start of the game. But she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe, sort of, but... I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along. We don't have... our pronoun has been they. That is the only time they've referred to us, honestly. Let me get caught up. So is love here stronger than love between Shane and Ilya? Yes. Are we canonically a girl? I answered that. I don't know. Engaged. Oh. Yeah. Also engaged over here. I also refer to my fiance as wifey. Or like wife. Whenever I talk to my boys. I don't know if I've said that before, but you're welcome, guys. My cousin cut her bangs when she was like 5. Didn't grow back for... Oh my lord. With the old safety scissors too? Oh man. I'm sure her mom was thrilled. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Kupo! How is Marvel's Spider-Man 2 going? Still bullied to this day? Yeah, I mean, like, you can't let her live it down. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. Why is that phrased that way? I don't like that. Like, they went with lap it up and then forgot to actually change the last part when they swapped it. Hell yeah. You've played the first one, right? And Miles? That's insane. I can't believe I didn't know this lore before. I was not so goofy, but I feel like there were, like, kids in pre-K that would do it. Like, probably, like, once a month, I feel like I remember a kid, like, just cutting their hair. And the teachers would be like, "What are you doing?" While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea on how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena, early to practice... I didn't read that right. Practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will. A test of courage. A test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on.
Carmi's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, so your theory as a child was that regular scissors and hair cutting scissors might be different. I have played the Spider Moons, and I like the first one the best. I don't know if I've talked about it on stream, but Spider-Man 2, like, it's a well-made game, but I think they were like scared of making some big swings with it. First one is so good. Genuinely, like, if someone like bought a PS5 and was like, what should I play? That's gonna be like towards the top of my list. That game feels so damn good. And the story, incredible. Music, incredible. Costumes, incredible. That game is so fucking good. I feel like that's crazy. Like, were your hair cutter people being like struggling, and you're just like, I gotta know if I'm stronger than them, you know? Like, you're like, I need to prove to myself that I could do this if need be in a survival situation. All right. Your crab session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. We're not going to finish the game at this rate. Kami, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily, share your food with anyone who is hungry. But the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires. But that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. We gotta fess up, otherwise it's gonna burn and then it's just not gonna be good. Oh, yeah, so it was like you needed to prove to yourself that you were strong. I get it. It's cool. It was very cool of you. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. What kind of fucking... That's a quarter mile. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. Quarter mile is 400 meters. How fucking far... I don't... That's fucking... 1,200 feet. You divide that by 2.5, right? To figure out the meters. It's like a fifth of a mile. I don't know. We're gonna keep moving on. Math is hard. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie. With an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Ha, no. I can smell that it was made. With a heaping helping. TLC. I bit a snack wrong and it went into my teeth and what, brother? You did what? Dude, just be like, whatever snack it was, put one on either side and just fix it the other way. And then you'll have gaps on the outside, right? So then you have to do it again and again and again. And then eventually you'll get to the end, and then it'll all be straight again. And that's how braces work. But it'll probably stop burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. I wasn't ready for that. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. He literally has tears in his eyes. This man is moved by our pot pie. Do you have a retainer or anything? Maybe that would help too. What the fuck was this snack, man? There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. You're so bold in saying that you're going to continue eating the snack. I feel like... Do you not know what you're eating, man? Alright, Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll put you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe... Rights reserved? Is that what the R is? I forget. Fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! It's crazy that they actually wrote wash, because my dad is from Southern Illinois, and he says wash. I thought TM was trademark though, right? I gotta know. What is the R circle? Registered trademark, you're right. I'm stupid. Not wash. He hits the wash all the time. Also, my mom is from like Pennsylvania area, and she says orange or orange. I'd have to hear her say it, but she doesn't say orange. She's like orange. That's what it is. I have to say orange right, and then I'm like, I know how to say that wrong. Wait, what? Now I gotta learn about copyright law? What's the difference between trademark and registered trademark? Is it a trademark in the process of getting registered? I don't know. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, Baster Blaster! Who out here Baster blasting their best friends, dude? Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll! I wasn't ready for all this. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clink gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique! Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and holds him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. She gonna use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Colonel Sanders already told us that he respects doing it the hard way, and we already mangled our hand by trying to go the easy way. Easy pick. Who needs magic when you've got passion? Wait, you can put TM on anything. It simply means that you consider it to be a trademark for your product or service. The registered trademark, R circle, is used to indicate that your trademark is registered with the government, which gives you a wider range of statutory remedies in case of infringement. You only use the registered bug if you've actually registered the trademark formally, but you can use trademark freely. It must be true. I saw it on the internet. breeder nose. Get it, boy. Alright. I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Carmi. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Carmi, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. I've based or blasted you. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your bowl. No! No! She's putting the Eye of Newt into my noodles! God damn it, this... I hate everything. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the... Wait. Why were we making noodles? Oh, because we were making mac and cheese. Bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. No. The Colonel is our daddy. He's just another student. But also he's like... famous? Alright. She was being weird though. She was being weird. She was like, I've been talking to this like spice dealer. Kind of a senpai, I guess. Because it feels like he's been here before. Even though it's like a 3-day course or some shit. And we're joining for the first time. He's in our class. I don't know, man. It's best if we don't think too hard. It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate the battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of cooking a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. Look at how sad he is. Also, he's fucking drooling. What are you doing, Steve? I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and I accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during a scare tactics class, and when I woke up, he tossed a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Oh, never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck! Oppa! Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You want to drop out of culinary school? We're summoning that extra power. You hear the music? That's summoning music. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary... We're going Super Saiyan, dog. As culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Carmi, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You can't hear the music? It's so loud for me. Are you serious? Am I just making too much of a ruckus? Is that better? We've come all this way. I am so sorry.
You guys have been missing out on a great portion of this game.
You know that with this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served! But don't worry, dear Carby. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I am here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and now time is almost up. And so, you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting? If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess. Did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad! It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait, a second? Pranks? Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Didn't we, push him outside? And he exploded or something? Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow. 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me. Isn't it has come? Not as come? For me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. I wonder if we had picked Clank at the start, if he would have gotten bullied somehow and maybe been in the final. I don't know. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. Udon fucking rules. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny naturomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting out just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. That was disgusting to read. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on now. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. 8+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Carmi. for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up! Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Whoa. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles would make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour. Don't discount simplicity. This is the last you... Wait. Oh, this isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Brother is so JRPG coded.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Carmi? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition. At a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. Ugh. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best. But this time, without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. Isn't he already, disqualified, though? Or, didn't cook a dish or some shit? Two chefs! What began as a delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. It's the KFC famous bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen. Give me this. This thing. And completely blown me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on! How could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment. To get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog in the house! Oh. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Why is this man eating in every fit, dude? For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh no, dude. Jean shorts is too far. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, now that everyone is together, it's the sport monster is totally mellowed out. Oh god, we were doing everyone. The sport monster is no more. From here out. Isn't it here on out? What are we doing here? I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name. Party monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to sport. Sorry, party monster. Dejected. Student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. My bad. Yeah, get it right, Kupo. It's fucking party monster now. Don't dead name him. I have no words. Why would you need to wear short shorts when you already have hairy legs to, like, you know, warm it up down there? Kupo. I will not stand for this injustice. You're saying Miriam over Colonel Sanders for fits? Are you crazy, dude? And also, fucking Sprinkles? A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? Fucking Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Bro, what else do you want from him? Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. Miriam, will you... Miriam, will you be my lady king? What an incredible turn of events. And offered to join the royal family? It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be a princess, or maybe a queen. I'm not sure if he even knows. But either way, crowns and gowns, baby! I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life. A twist on a twist. So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch and then get accidentally blown away by a single sneeze. Okie doke! The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who's arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet, in another dimension.
Oh, what up, girl? Welcome in. You've missed all of the game, pretty much. We are on our last day. We are at the school dance. Where you been? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Don't be lying to this man. Also, we are rocking an apron though, per breeder request. How did it go? Also, going on a date before Valentine's Day is crazy, dude. Howdy, classmate. Alright, you're right. You're right. Breeder wins. Breeder wins. Miriam's casual fit is better. Bro was playing IRL. Just like the first day you met him, he's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken, and man, by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. I told you, it's an ad. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. I'm pretty sure this is genuinely not the ending that I got before. I don't remember anything about this dance. Harvey, why are you sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Just to name a few. Bro, October was forever ago. Literally, so last year. It's time for you to slide in there. Also, first, I feel like first date's always got to be a little bit awkies as you figure out the dynamic. You know what I'm saying? It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Carmi. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Ayo. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? No! Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school? Oh my dear Carmi, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end! He fell in love with us! See? See? It was literally branded content. A psyop production? Time! Oh, that's tough. We got the Colonel Love ending. This is incredible. What a banger. And a tradition continues. I think Koopa was asking how long your date was. Ah, what a time, what a time, what a time. I hope you all enjoyed that. I know I did. My voice is a little sore now, but it's chill.
Damn, I feel like that's a good length of day. That's a good long day. Um, announcement. There was something. Shit. What was I supposed? There was. Oh, the big day is coming up. 30 days. I'm not taking off the shirt. I built like Kubo. Oh God, see, I am literally losing my voice. Um, so I was supposed to turn on the big day simulator, or yeah, the big day stream announcement thingy countdown, whatever we call it. Because the big day is 30 days away from today. For those that don't know, really quick, what it is that we do a big Smash CPU tournament to do like March Madness bracket picks for US college basketball. If you don't know what that is. Yeah. So that'll be 30 days from today. It's a Wednesday. It'll probably go long, especially for a you know, or a weekday stream, which is typically 3 hours. I think last time it went like I don't know, the first time it went like 4 hours or something. It was like super, super long. Maybe it was 5. I don't know. We could look at the VOD. I have it somewhere. Um, but yeah, get excited for that. Get hyped. I will turn on the countdown thing for it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Episodes of Alan Wake 2 are coming out on YouTube, the VODs. And I will see you guys on Sunday for more Dark Souls 1 randomizer, which is completely unscaled, which is what we got to figure out, you know? Let's see who's online. Kupo, go live, sir. Oh, I forgot it was Friday the 13th. That's crazy. Good thing nothing bad happened other than my laptop being weird prior to starting. Ronnie's consort Ryan is on, Zakuna's on, Guy Judge is on, Nietzsche's on. Hmm. Should we see if anyone else is playing this game? Let's see that. Or should we check on somebody playing Mugenics? Because I feel like everyone is freaking out about it. Oh, I should have been. There are other people still playing this. Holy shit. Oh, okay. We're not like super low down on the list here. Um, let's let's see what Dempsey's vibe is like. Got hit with that old pre-roll ad. We got 15 seconds. How's everyone else doing? I know Bubba's date. It doesn't sound like it was a bad time. Have you guys since? I know it's probably been like 30 minutes. Oh, she's just starting. Hell yeah, we're getting in here. She got bewildered by the chicken shins. Ah, that's brutal. I think your assessment is. Bro, I keep using the wrong fucking keyboard. I'm gonna crash out. Let me buy a new one. Alright, we're going here. I keep leaving people behind and I don't know why. And I'm really sorry about it. So hopefully you don't get left behind. If you do, that's where we're going. Also, don't forget to use the raid message. And yeah, I'll see you on Sunday. So enjoy your Valentine's Day and your Saturday. And also, if you're in the US, the long weekend if I don't see you. Take it easy. Bye.